You are watching CIOTV by Enterprise IT World, a production of Accent Infomedia.
These organizations prepare themselves to make that optimal use of data capital, because data value is very important. We all are becoming data, right? There is a very interesting series if you look at on YouTube, which is the age of AI, which is from the Robert, the Iron Man hero, and I am Will. Very interesting series, how the data capital and data value is evolving, and that's where I believe that they will eventually transform into what is called as a data first organization in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, to CIOTV.live. Today my guest is Mr. PK Gupta, Global CTO, Global Alliance Presales at Dell Technologies, board member. Storage, he's also a member of SNIA. The full form of SNIA is Storage Networking Industry Association. Mr. Gupta is in this industry for last 35 years. He has worked with various companies though, but his tenure is longer in Dell Technologies. He started his career with Legato EMS in the area of storage management, hardware and software, which is a part of Dell Technologies now. He also represents Dell Technologies in SNIA board and co-chair for data protection and privacy committee, promoting storage and standard education. He has been mentoring students and sharing knowledge with customers and partners. His specialty include network management, storage management, data protection and data privacy, regulation, cyber security, cloud computing, and emerging technology. So let us welcome Mr. PK Gupta. Mr. Gupta,
thank you, Sanjay. Thanks a lot for a great introduction. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's been great 35 years in IT industry.
All right, let us start. My first question coming on your way is, what is the sense of the current market situation amid COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, Sanjay, as you know, the global and social impact is huge, apart from the technology, which I will talk about just now. How we live, work, pray, entertain, learn, connect is all changing. The crisis that entire world is grappled with has not only impacted the human lives, but also left significant business and commercial impact for our nations across multiple sectors. I don't think there is any sector which is not impacted with this. And these are unprecedented times. And it has established that the potential of technology and made organization realize its supremacy. That, hey, some of the people are saying that IT is eating the world now, especially at times when it is bringing back the pace of business operations to normalcy. We talk about in last 6 months, we have gone from normal to new normal and going to the next normal, which is we talk about, will talk post COVID situation. In some of the countries, they have started getting into that. But really nobody can say how things will go. So I call it that whole IT industry, IT is no more information technology. It's industry in transition. And that is impacting everybody. Hence, the organizations that are agile, responsive, and able to address changing needs of the customers during these difficult times are the only ones that are going to thrive in these unpredictable times. As I said, means everybody's saying, hey, this country has done the vaccine, that country has done the vaccine, but till it is proven, it's still to be seen when the normalcy comes. But in today's scenario, the priority for businesses should be to be closer to the customers, to the partners, take care of their employees, families. It has never been more ever before, and help them maintain the business continuity. It is very important for our customers to have the business continuity, take care of their people. Organizations are uh, opting for new models of businesses these days, which require less or minimal physical control. You may have seen in the market so many contactless solutions are coming. With the key you can do multiple things, and with the foot you can do things, right? And are providing work from home facility to all their employees across the globe. Present times have transformed the evolution of IT landscape even further. And that's what I'm seeing, that it has made it necessary for organizations to adopt new business strategies and upgrade their IT infrastructure to stay competitive. It's really, we have been talking about, you and me, we go way back 20 years, and we used to talk about IT as a strategic tool. Does IT matter? Remember, there was in early 2000, there was a debate from a Harvard professor, does IT matter, right? So, but yeah, it's a high time right now that IT infrastructure is really making sense.
Absolutely. So I'll move to the last question now. So what according to you is going to be a post-COVID situation?
So, very good question. And nobody can really say how it will span out, but for sure, my market dynamics isn't the same as it used to be before. We have been in constant touch with our customers and partners globally, as I'm in the global role, in order to understand their challenges and needs in the current times. Based on our conversations with them, and I do every day many calls with customers and partners, we have realized that since this is for the first time, we are seeing organizations are moving their business models, and majority of their workforce are working from home. We have lockdowns, shelter in place in almost every country. They do require immense support when it comes to technology. And today it has become evident that digital technologies will play an essential role for business continuity now and post COVID. And this is because assessing the current technology footprint, or checking whether it is helping or hindering employee work, has become a priority for any business. Employee experience matters a lot, how in a best position they can do it, because they're working from home. Their families are all working from home, their spouses, their kids, their parents all are on internet. Whole education is happening online. So in those circumstances, how do organizations give the best possible employee experience to their employees? So businesses today have realized that the importance of investing into technology and the crucial role it plays in the safeguarding their future, right? If you look at this year alone, tech stocks have been up almost for 40%. And out of that, if you look at the top 5 companies, have gained like 20% out of that. So in fact, conversations today are more about devising an overall IT strategy with emerging technologies at the core of all innovations, whether it is AI, ML, or AR, VR, or a hybrid cloud, uh, HCI, 5G, cybersecurity. So hence now, as well as in the future, businesses will rapidly adopt digital technologies and simultaneously shift their investment priorities as well. I see every customer partner I talk to, the huge priority shift is happening. Probably, if you say 100% IT investment plan, at least 50-60% of the priorities are changing. As some of the people said, that 2 years worth of digital transformation has happened in just last few months because of COVID. So situation is really changing, and it will be, a lot of things will be there. For example, in fact, one of the roundtable with CIOs I was yesterday, and one of them was asking what will happen if I make the investments right now in all these remote worker and all those things after the COVID, if things go back. And if you read any consulting report or from any organization, uh, at least 50 to 75% of people will continue to work in next 5 years from home. In fact, that will increase, and different companies have different plans, right? And I will share probably in the coming minutes how we have transformed ourselves in this kind of scenario.
All right. Now, this brings me to ask you a very interesting question as to since you are in a role where you can see the traction happening. So, which are the verticals or which are the technology which are driving kind of market adoption or market traction towards growth?
Very good question. So we all have observed that the current situation in this situation, businesses are forced to adopt to new models of working, right? Overnight, they have to have their people working remotely, and suddenly lockdown happened. And for in our case also, from March 13th, I have not gone to office. It's been working more than 5+ months working from home, and I think it's in most of the places it's like that. Somewhere it few days plus or minus. So organizations are striving to become more flexible by upgrading their IT infrastructure so that they can scale to that level. They never thought that I will have 100% of my employees working from home. So having the PCs, a desktop, the people are sharing their machines with their families, bandwidth issues from home, right? So to steer that seamlessness in, we call it in this data era, which is the sixth era. If you look at last 70 years from 1946, when the first computer ENIAC and UNIVAC came, we have gone through the mainframe to mainframe to mini computers to micro PCs, internet era, client server computing, and now we call it a sixth era of data era, right? And hence the combination of massive amount of data and unparalleled technology innovation has given really enterprises the opportunity to transform into disruptive digital powerhouses, right? And so data is becoming very massive, as we call about, and we do every 2-year research with IDC. Last report was that till 2020 we will create 44 zettabyte data, and by 2025 it will be 163 zettabyte data. Every day we are creating almost 3 exabyte data, right? So how, as these organizations prepare themselves to make that optimal use of data capital, because data value is very important. We all are becoming data, right? There is a very interesting series if you look at on YouTube, which is the age of AI, which is from the Robert, the Iron Man hero, and I am Will. A very interesting series, how the data capital and data value is evolving, and that's where I believe that they will eventually transform into what is called as a data first organization in the future. And currently businesses that are on their digital transformation path, there are a couple of things under the digital transformation which are happening: the workforce transformation, the IT transformation, application transformation, security transformation. And they are realizing that to meet their future data needs, they need a new architecture and a new IT approach, which is we call data first mindset, driving value from the data, how to store the data, how to access the data, how to archive the data, how to analyze the data. And this is precisely what we have been recommending to our customers, that this data first mindset would help the businesses understand their data patterns and other touch points, enabling them to pick up the right IT solutions and customize for their everyday needs. In fact, we work very closely with our customers and always try to understand their specific requirements, because each customer is different and their needs are different. So one size does not fit all, right? So once we have identified these, we equip them with the relevant personalized solutions for a stronger and more cost-effective digital and IT strategy. At Dell Technologies, we offer a holistic portfolio. As you know, we are a group of 7 companies. We call them 7 crown jewels, with VMware, Secure Work, RSA, Dell EMC, VMware, Boomi, Dell Cloud Solutions. So portfolio of products ranging from cloud to storage, data protection to hyper-converged infrastructure, and much more. We are rightly placed to help these businesses become digital powerhouses with the utmost security. Security is becoming one of the top 2 things as a part of the business continuity. When people are working from home, how do we make sure that the networks are secured, the laptops are secured? How do we take care of the privacy situation? The data is, intellectual property is not stolen, people are not capturing that information. So security needs to be like built in into end to end. Uh, and that's a whole new topic. We can have a full session on the security aspect, as I've been deeply involved in some of the security initiatives. So even during these changing times, how do we work with these customers and provide them the safe environment? That is where we are focusing and helping them to reduce the cost, improve the efficiencies, and optimize.
So, looking at the new normal, the changes happening, the way the pandemic has occurred, and it is unfolding a new era. How Dell Technologies is ready? How Dell Technologies is prepared for the new normal post-pandemic?
Very good question. To adapt to the current situation, we have been helping large number of customers, both from public and private sector, when it comes to remote working. Dell Technologies has had an experience over a decade through our Connected Workplace program, which was launched in 2009. In fact, 2013, we established our goal to enable 50% of our workforce to work flexibly from home. And I'm happy to share that we had already surpassed this goal with approximately 65% of our team members leveraging work flexibility in their job prior to the COVID situation, which happened. After that, it's gone to 93%. Within like when March 13th, we announced offices closed and everybody working from home. Within 2 weeks, we went from 65% to 93% plus, except some of the manufacturing people and all in the floor for shipping and supply chain who have to be on site with all the precautions. So that has really helped us a lot. And one of the technology on the digital workspace side, which we adopted in 2018 with Workspace One, has really helped us a lot. So this experience really put us in a better position to share our 12 years of experience with our with customers and partners, helping them to adopt to this new work cultures. And is in fact our Dell IT, our Dell digital team has been doing a lot of one-to-one sessions with customer to share our experiences, how we have done. So addressing the concerns of our end users, we upgraded and modernize our VPN around the globe to help them stay secure. And I was talking to some of the digital guys. They said our user experience have been fantastic. No issues in last 5 months. Additionally, we are observing a higher interest in our other remote working solutions, such as business PCs. As you may have seen the last Gartner report that Dell has become now number one in PCs. So thanks a lot to our customers and CIOs listening to this podcast. And workspace, in fact, we ourselves almost using 220,000 plus workspace for remote desktop laptops employees are using, and the iOS and Android devices, virtualization solutions, SD-WAN, which is a software-defined wide area network solution to optimize on the bandwidth usage, especially when people are sharing the bandwidth from home and the bandwidth is not cheap, and then various monitors and other peripherals. So Dell Technologies has maintained the constant close proximity with the channel, with our global alliance partners. During the current times, we rolled out some partner relief packages with few $1 billion through which the company provides immediate financial relief to partners via several initiatives like Dell Technologies Working Capital Solution Program and Dell Financial Services. Some of other initiatives that we introduced were a new team-based pricing option for solution providers to make all training more affordable to our partner teams, one-time cash payment out up to 50% of current partner market development funds, business development fund balances to use towards the future marketing activities. So a lot of channel initiatives also, as I know you have a lot of interest on the channel side. So yeah, a lot of things we have done to help our customers and partners during these difficult times.
All right, you have been there in a leadership position as a CTO, global CTO for Dell Technologies Alliances and pre-sales. What are your focus areas? What you are doing a little differently?
Very good question. Yeah. So in current times, I would say our focus has been on delivering the customer first approach, because we exist because of the customers. They pay our salaries, right? And enabling them to have the ultimate control over their data and applications, because that's what drives value for them. That runs their business. So having these resides wherever it makes most sense for them, while reducing the overall cost, cloud deployments, management, reducing the management complexity, and with our holistic and comprehensive portfolio of services spanning from edge to core to cloud, because that's becoming the term, as edge is going in next few years from 5%, 10% today to almost 75% of the data going to reside at the edge. We are confident that we shall continue to be the right digital partner for businesses in India as well as globally, and continue to help them overcome any hurdles which they are facing in their digital transformation journey, workforce transformation, security transformation. Our strength really lies in our portfolio. As I said, we have 7 crown jewels within Dell Technologies, and that's where we differentiate ourselves in packaging our solutions that comes with data protection, disaster recovery, data backup solutions inbuilt with bandwidth utilization, unified endpoint management, which is excellent solution in current scenario with Workspace ONE and Carbon Black, NSX network security, VxRail, Power Store. So we are in a unique position to help our customer really take advantage of our multi-cloud strategy by helping them build a hybrid cloud that offers consistent infrastructure, consistent operations across the cloud environment, anywhere, any device, any cloud. And moreover, Dell Technology has improved overall capabilities for hybrid cloud deployments with the new cloud advancements, which we regularly have been announcing in last couple of months, especially in COVID situation. We have announced a lot of products on a monthly basis. So we continue to innovate. We have spent $13 billion in last 5 years in R&D, and that pace is getting faster. And customers can now really move workloads across the public and private clouds with greater flexibility, and adopt a hybrid cloud approach that builds best fit their needs while reducing the cost and complexity. So that's where our focus has been.
Okay, Mr. Gupta, there has been a lot of debate around on-prem and cloud. There has been a shift in between cloud and on-prem. Customers are going to cloud, again coming back to on-prem. So there is a talk happening around hybrid cloud. So HCI is picking up. I just want to know your views on HCI. And along with that, I'm seeing a lot of emphasis on the cloud, on the data, also on the storage of data, data backup, data, DR kind of things. So how HPC is panning out? If you can put some light on it, it will be really nice.
Oh, that's a great question. As I've been in storage now for almost 24, 25 years, definitely I see a huge increase in hyperconverged infrastructure, HCI in India, and globally. Organizations are increasingly realizing the benefits of HCI, and it's the best suited architecture for both hybrid and multi-cloud. We recently launched VMware Cloud Foundation on Dell Technologies VxRail, fastest and easy path to deploy and operate hybrid cloud to a fully integrated platform. One of the recent use case example was during the COVID crisis, uh, when hospitals were full, and they had to set up the hospitals very, very quickly to take care of the COVID positive patients. And they had to convert the ships into hospitals and 1,800 beds, and just within 2 days they had to set up the data center. We were able to help them to do that with VxRail kind of technology. So VxRail really provides a simple, cost-effective, hyper-converged solution that solves a wide range of current challenges and support almost any use case, not just the hospital where we are seeing huge uptake in that, but any use case you can talk about, whether manufacturing or retail, utility, oil and gas. So including the tier one applications and mixed workloads. I mean, almost 80-90% of workloads today you can do on HCI, and for mission critical 10-20% workloads still you go to the tier one storage with all flash arrays like PowerMac. And it really enables the faster, better, and simple delivery of virtual desktop, business critical applications, with remote office infrastructure, and in addition, VMware Cloud Foundation on Dell EMC VxRail allows the management of all cloud operations through a familiar set of tools, offering consistent experience across all cloud workloads. So definitely that, but that at the same time, the storage innovation on the storage side continues to happen. And in present times, organizations are expecting flexibility as one of the key components in their IT as they transform and take advantage of the public cloud offerings, deploy data in the edge or corporate data center, and expand storage to private cloud infrastructure. To address these kind of requirements, Dell Technologies recently launched Dell EMC Power Store in the May timeframe, which is the perfect storage product that consumers can deploy in a manner that best meets their cloud strategy and business needs. We are seeing a huge within last few weeks is the announcements, huge uptake of the solution and price class capabilities, and this product really makes the deployment flexible for demanding workflows, easier in different hybrid cloud environments. And moreover, our store can be deployed as a storage option with the Power One autonomous infrastructure from Dell EMC. It can be directly connected to major public clouds, including AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, as managed services, and additionally to help organizations manage the data with ease. Dell Technologies has also recently introduced just last month Dell EMC Power Scale, which is a new family of storage objects that delivers the high performance that customers need to handle demanding AI analytics, Internet of Things, digital media, healthcare, life sciences, autonomous driving, and of course the high performance computing, the question which you were asking. So let me take a quick stab at the high performance computing. As you were saying, HPC in the cloud has undergone significant growth in the last few years, right? Major driver of increased cloud-based high-performance computing usage. The recent availability of hybrid and multi-cloud options is that they are designed to provide HPC users a near seamless environment between an on-prem hardware and counterpart cloud. So when HPC applications grow in complexity, as in the case with the addition of new artificial intelligence techniques to wide range of applications, for example, autonomous driving, or healthcare or retail, the ability to easily burst into the cloud provides a more flexibility and responsive computing environment. So with the aim to empower our customers, we constantly strive to help them accomplish their workloads in different efficient environments. With our cloud, with HPC we offering AI cloud, hybrid cloud, we help the end users in all stages of deploying a hybrid cloud solution, starting from designing the solution to systems management. In fact, through our HPC and AI innovation lab in Round Rock in Austin, we bring together a robust hardware and software infrastructure, and combined with highly trained and experienced staff of engineers, computer scientists, and subject matter experts. And many of them actually are based in India, in Bangalore, in Pune, and Hyderabad. As you know, Bangalore probably we have one of the large India COE, 8 to 10,000 engineers there. And so these experts are all deeply engaged in the HPC community and understand the best practices for solving HPC and AI problems that a customer might face. So that's a big area for us.
All right, can you give some use cases, those companies which have grown on Dell Technologies HPC innovation?
So I can't name the companies, but from the use cases perspective, we are seeing a huge adoption in different industries. Some of them are personally been involved. One is connected vehicles, autonomous driving. For solutions like in-car videos or in-car entertainment, right? That's one example. There are a couple of other examples in the new ways, whether it's artificial intelligence use cases. It is some of the universities are doing quite a bit work on HPC. In fact, we have a huge lab, as I was saying before. So there is no dearth of use cases uh, from autonomous to healthcare to universities, higher ed, and smart manufacturing is the other area which is evolving with billions and billions of IoT devices coming in the edge situation, right?
Okay. So with this, let me come to the last question as to what would be your piece of advice to the organizations which are suffering from COVID-19 in terms of their business continuity planning and customer experience?
Yeah, that is. Thanks for bringing that question because that's really important. And based on all my interactions, business continuity planning is, although it's been there for 20 plus years. You remember when you and we used to talk, and after 9/11, we did so many events together, and I used to
Yeah, yeah.
present on ERGC and ILM at that time, right? So, but this is the time when a lot of companies who planned it and it was on paper when the COVID hit and suddenly they have to work, have their people working from home. Uh, really, it did work because it was on
Absolutely.
paper, it was not very implemented correctly. But no doubt, there has been a significant disruption to businesses due to the current scenario. And most organizations have moved to remote working, enabling their employees to continue with their day-to-day work. To make remote working as a success, employees should follow global processes that improve the team efficiency, performance metrics, guiding them in the reaching target. Project management tools are very vital for remote teams because you're not meeting in a room 8 10 people together face to face, right? So these processes should allow everyone to report on progress and plan and handle job queues based on a clear visual pipeline. It let the organization keep track of what the team members are doing to their deadlines because the managers are remote, people are remote, right? And where they are falling short and would they require help, guidance, so collaboration, communication, connectivity, all that becomes is very important. And due to the current situation, we have understood that organizations that have a plan to safeguard employees and keep operations business as usual were much more successful and experienced less disruptive changes to their organization. Now there is a need for organizations to ensure that they are continuing those critical functions like supply chain operations. That was a big impact for many organizations. Thank God, touch wood, we were in much better shape because of our supply chain is distributed across the world. Uh, so supply chain operations, even when the employees can't be there in person, how do you manage shifting, right? In fact, in many cases, we had shipped laptops, desktops directly from factory to our customers, employees home completely configured and everything ready to go with our workspace solutions and built-in security or the safe boot and means the below the OS security and above the OS security from all perspectives. So only this, but it has become imperative for businesses to really adopt and revamp the IT solutions that keep them secure because this their intellectual property that goes, then the business will suffer. So as well as help them operate seamlessly. We believe that technology is the key to business continuity planning now and in future. Intelligent automation is one of the key things which is happening. So I'll end that okay. This time shall pass. Let's keep the spirits high. Uh, take care of yourselves. Take care of families, partners, customers, and we will thrive. And some of them are really thriving, who are really driving the digital transformation.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Gupta, for sparing so much of your valuable time. I know you are a busy man. So I
Always there.
enjoyed,
Call me and I will be there.
definitely. Actually, I enjoyed speaking to you after a long time. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Sanjay. Thanks, Sanjay. Thanks for.
Thank you very much.